I think Trump is speaking more to his domestic base than is Macron. Macron is clearly trying to convince other leaders in Europe and perhaps beyond, but primarily in Europe, of the validity of his position, of the importance of taking a multilateral approach here in the UN, but probably also through the European Union as well. Trump, on the other hand, is speaking, his voters view the United Nations and a lot of other multilateral organizations as a restraint upon American power, which they see as a force for good. And so basically what Trump is speaking to people in the United States, Macron is speaking to people mostly in Europe, but around the country, around the world.
Annick Cizal?
Well, I'm pretty sure that both presidents are addressing the rest of the world on this one. And definitely both of them playing with one keyword we've been hearing quite a lot in both speeches, which is sovereignty, and which definitely in Europe right now and in the United States right now do not cover the same meaning. With quite a twist of irony here, President Macron is using sovereignty in the sense the founding fathers of the United States, of the US Constitution, were using it. That is the sovereignty of the people. We've heard President Macron praising individual liberties and vouching to protect individual liberties, as in the First Amendment in the Bill of Rights of the US Constitution, trying to reduce inequalities so that everyone would have access to a form of representation around the world, which is very much the 18th century humanism. And he actually added somehow spontaneously the word to the written speech. This 18th century influence that France had of the Enlightenment had on the founding fathers of the US Constitution. It is this heritage which Emmanuel Macron is claiming now for sovereignty. It's the people who must choose and be respected by their governments.